Renegade. Man, when afraid man in the wilderness, keep it real and honest around here. Yes, man. So tell the time we come blaze a fire right now, I have to beat it till the armor bend. What do you think? I have to come beat it till the armor bend, man. Our people them say, in the evening, I know the phone never catch. The first teleton what we do, so we go watch it back, I go support the first teleton. Saying, so we have a couple more for do and do what we have to do, But Mr. Prime Minister and Jones, we say I tell the people them, them to come donate to the Office of Disaster Preparedness, we call it ACPEN, because it's ACPEN and not ACPEN, yes. See? And then, me say, the opposition leader for go around and attack to the people, them and everything. We not suffer the people them too long, brother. We have to do something about that, Let me start the show now, because we have to beat it till the hammer bend. We don't have the time. We don't have the time for waste around here.
We in lump sum, we have beat it till the hammer bend. We not make them get in at them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber them.
Not a Judas, them a backstabber. Uncle my wife, anti-straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Make the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bull man, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical fader. Put up in everything, they load some boy all in a head.
Yeah, renegade. Yeah, man, keep it real around here. Yeah, man, we have to beat it till the hammer bend. All right, so the people them in a St. all over Jamaica still, but them people them in a St. Elizabeth. When I talk to a brethren, from down there. Yesterday we talked to him. Yesterday. And he might tell me how the people must suffer not even water for drink. And Joe, foolish is here, The hurricane gone from last week. On Monday. Just when the hurricane gone on Wednesday, soon 1 week. Right? And the people them now have no water, the people them now have nothing. People have to rush out and do this thing, and they do is fly over in a helicopter and all kind of thing. This is foolish, this is a garbage, brother. So we now assess. Then we not stop with the act pen, we not stop people now from getting back them light and everything, JPS and everything. And them even come out and come talk too. Remember, without the electricity, then you have enough pump, and the people them get no water, so you suffer the people them. And then when you don't know, when you come back round now, you go back place now when you're done. And then people go green teeth with them. You want to green teeth with your brother? Nah, do that. Can't do this. So we say, Mark Golding out the door from St. that all over the place. Have you talked to the people them? We not suffer the people them. I know you're there acting like not voting money. Yes, election money. It's a joke. Remember, you just talk about the dual citizenship, but you talk to the people in the diaspora who have dual citizenship now. Send money to a pen. You tell international media say, "Una right, I can play that too, But I can play Mark Golding and expose and a blast show. Him and Dr Campbell and some other little people because it's wrong. It's so wrong. Let us start with this.
The devastation is severe in the parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth that we have seen today. The parish on the southern belt of St. Elizabeth is often referred to as the breadbasket, and of course South Manchester is also heavily involved in agriculture, and we're talking about agriculture and fisheries. Now, my information coming out of some sources that I have is that we have roughly $1 billion as the estimate that would have lost from crops, and another $1 billion from infrastructure and from livestock. And as you can see, that the fisheries industry has taken a hit, whether it's persons, their vessels, or the fish pots, or the fact that they really just can't at this time ply their trade because they wouldn't be able to safely secure the catch that they would have. And if you look at it, the information that I'm also privy to is that about 30 to 35% of the poultry market is supplied by small farmers. And most of those persons would have lost those chickens, those poultry. And so you are looking at what is going to be a food crisis in the near future. It's going to lead to the government have to depend on some imports, but we don't want to see imports at the detriment of the local farmers. So there actually needs to be a planned approach as to how we recover from the devastation in St. Elizabeth and in the southern part of the country. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to see that. I want to also commend the residents, because most of what I have seen thus far in clearing the roads, ensuring that even if it's single lane traffic, it seems as if majority of it has been done by the residents and not actually by anybody that is in authority, not the council, not the NW or anything like that. It seems as it's just the indomitable spirit of the Jamaicans coming to the fore to rally around each other. And, you know, we really want to ensure that we can support these persons as much as possible. I know some persons will think that we are being critical. We're not. We're simply asking for a planned approach to take place. And those who are outside and not seeing the devastation themselves, they may not be able to fully appreciate the concerns that we have because they're not seeing the devastation firsthand. But I'm really concerned about where agriculture is going to be in another couple of weeks. And I am open to having dialogue and discussions so that we can have a brighter future.
So here we are in Southwest St. Elizabeth. It's Sunday evening, some minutes to 6 o'clock. And we've been touring the parish all day. We started actually in South Manchester at Alligator Pond. And we went up through Bull Savannah and through various districts coming through until we're here. Where are we now exactly?
Short Hill.
Short Hill. Yeah. And all I can say is that the devastation is immense. The damage to the housing stock, the roofing materials, so many people are without roofs tonight. Many of them have to be catching elsewhere or, you know, bouncing it in some way or other. It's really hard. And of course, the damage to the JPS network is also extremely serious, significant. We haven't seen any JPS linesmen or trucks or anything here today, but we passed some up at the top of Birtree Hill in Manchester. So it's clear it's going to be many weeks before they get through restoring electricity to all these areas.
So you hear this? Many weeks. So somebody that's right the same matter about 85%. You can't believe him? 85%. But most of them places have no light same way. Yeah? And this is yesterday evening. Yeah, and look at the time now, I'm going to tell you, say, in the space of 24 hours, about 85% I took over. No, go, sir, man. No, go, sir.
So the people are really facing a terrible crisis. And the need for building materials is an immediate need. Last night, it poured with rain here, and many people's houses are soaked inside because their roofs have been gone since Beryl hit on Wednesday. So we need, you know, the nation needs to rally behind these people. We need to have resources deployed immediately to bring in building materials, zinc and lumber and nails and some bedding and so on as well for people to sleep on. And food. There are people that need food and they need water. So, you know...
You hear this? No, a government, you know, when they talk about them open 900 shelter, them are some people that sound like them did their shelter. Lime I tell you, you know. Lime did I tell you, know. Say people them need food and them need water and them need the whole of this thing. And just stop till the line better. Stop it now, man. Saying? And shelter, you know, just have a little school and just call it a shelter. So if you have some bed in it and some hot meal and a place your bed and things, seem like if you have some street people and them go to shelter, you have things there. So the Office of Disaster Preparedness Management, or what they want to call it. Now we call it APPEN. Them now the matter about shelter. What kind of shelter? And then Andrew come and tell about a lie. People need them food and water and them thing there. When we talk today, Virgin who have the funeral home in St. Elizabeth, he was there. That's why I tell you, say, he was there. And he might tell you what go and them have to give out water and all kind of things. See? All right, continue.
To bring in building materials, zinc and lumber and nails and some bedding and so on as well for people to sleep on. And food. There are people that need food and they need water. So, it's a very serious situation. A lot of the folk here are fishermen and farmers, and they can't do any fishing because they can't freeze their catch after because there's no current, no light to freeze, they can't get ice and so on. So this is a humanitarian tragedy we're facing here in South St. Elizabeth. And
you have to expose him, say a humanitarian tragedy. And that's true. Because if you forgot fish, it's a waste of fish. Them now have the money for buy themselves, they road them. You see people are clean the bamboo, alarm bamboo, People them in there cut it themselves. So most of it clear already. And the people them here just clear it. And then the government come in and say them, if them alone you just can't. You marry when I for maybe 10 weeks. More.
Requires an immediate and very fulsome response. So I'm looking to see that from the authorities, and I'm calling on the Prime Minister and the government to rally behind the people of Southern St. Elizabeth, South Manchester, South Clarendon, and the other coastal areas in particular, which we have seen, and there may be other areas we haven't got to yet, which are also affected. But the ones that we visited today are really in a deplorable state, a desperate situation, and something needs to be done, and needs to be done now.
No! I'm never going to play back this, I have to play it back again because I have to make it echo in the head, Yeah.
And the need for building materials is an immediate need. Last night it poured with rain here, and many people's houses are soaked inside because their roofs have been gone since Beryl hit on Wednesday.
Yeah, man, we know it's shelter material, man. We know, man. No, man.
So we need, the nation needs to rally behind these people. We need to have resources deployed immediately to bring in building materials, zinc and lumber and nails and some bedding and so on as well for people to sleep on. And food. There are people that need food and they need water. So, it's a very serious situation. A lot of the folk here are fishermen and farmers, and they can't do any fishing because they can't freeze their catch after because there's no current, no light to freeze, they can't get ice and so on. So this is a humanitarian tragedy we're facing here in South St. Elizabeth, and it requires an immediate and very fulsome response. So I'm looking to...
So think about it now. You have some people, they get the medication, the 7-day medication, antibiotic, and the hurricane come now. That's supposed to spoil because you couldn't just keep it. You have to keep on fridge. You ruffle it, you feel it. Some farmers say you have it there. And I have other thing we have to keep on fridge. You have no light and nothing. The pump them now pump, so you have no good water and nothing at all. And you're maroon, cut off from civilization. I know good thing Angela is flying a helicopter over top here, look up on the helicopter, my God, man. But I don't know. People will take sleep, man, at that door. You're terrible, brother, man. Terrible, man.
See that from the authorities, and I'm calling on the Prime Minister and the government to rally behind the people of Southern St. Elizabeth, South Manchester, South Clarendon, and the other coastal areas in particular, which we have seen, and there may be other areas we haven't got to yet, which are also affected. But the ones that we visited today are really in a deplorable state, a desperate situation, and something needs to be done, and needs to be done now.
Yes. Needs to be done right now. Continue.
just recently concluded a tour of southwestern St. Elizabeth, myself and the opposition leader, Mark Golding. And there are various communities that are in serious humanitarian crisis. We toured Flagaman, Little Park, we toured Great Bay, we toured Short Hill, Newell, and we're coming down, we're now in Parity. And what we're seeing is that Hurricane Beryl has devastated the southern part of the island. And we, the residents, and as candidate caretaker for Southwestern St. Elizabeth, I'm appealing in support with the comrade leader. We're asking for some support in regards to the immediate needs. Immediate needs, these include water. The residents, the communities are in dire need of water. And we're seeing where this is not coming as fast as we need it. There's also a great need for tarpaulins. And we're seeing where there is continuous unstable weather. So if we don't get these assistance immediately, the residents and the various people are going to be in severe, worse conditions.
Because many of them have lost their roofs. So last night, people had lost their roofs, which is a lot of people, were exposed to the elements. It rained heavily down here last night. So they're inside their houses are just like swamped with water now. And this is 4 or 5 days after Beryl.
5 days later.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing too, we're just able to move through some communities, just able to move through. And when we're seeing this crisis, we're appealing to those who are in government. We're saying to you, the crisis is immediate. It's not next week. It's not when you get help. It is immediate. Southwest St. Elizabeth needs urgent attention. We need water for the people. And we also need building material. The people are resilient and they are willing to help build back themselves. But there is lack of building materials at the hardware stores.
Zinc,
the whole, right?
Nails, lumber, zinc. Yeah.
Many of the hardware stores have run out. So we're asking the government, send some urgent need to the parish of St. Elizabeth, and we are asking for water. The cry is loud. Every community we've toured, the people are telling us that they're in a crisis mode now, and there's urgent attention.
I just want to also suggest the fishing communities along the coast are a critical part of the economy here. Many people depend on fishing, and they're unable to go fishing now, even if they get their fish pots back up and running, because they can't freeze the catch when they have nowhere to store it until they find a sale. So if generators could be provided to the fishing villages, that would enable the fishermen to at least freeze their catch and sell it in due course. That would be very helpful to the economy here and the livelihood of the people. These people are now without income and they're without homes. So we're in a desperate humanitarian crisis here in southern St. Elizabeth. And something must be done urgently by the state. Full attention needs to be given to these communities to prevent this from getting into an even more devastating situation for the people.
I'm sure not depth of this thing, because sometimes we just look upon it and say just a little, hurricane pass, and we don't have the water and light, but them go and do. But look on me now. Enough of them big houses where you say them don't have an outside toilet. Them have flush toilet. Them have pipe. But the light and the light post them about long thing, say the light, you don't have no current, no water can pump. You have a flush toilet, but you don't have no water. You don't have no pit latrine neither, A big crisis this, 5 days. And your house have been 6 or 7, people living in it. Family have 7, family have 10 or more. And you use 1 toilet or 2 toilet, that's not supposed to bung up. Or you flush it. You don't have no water, but you still have to flush the toilet. Now you barely even get up and you have something. And you go use the toilet. Oh, we don't know how that. So you don't have no house stop. Your house stink. Your food, you don't have no fridge. You don't have nothing to use. Because everything does mash up and you have to stay over 5 days. And by the way, open or Agpen, supposed to similar to FEMA. like in the state. Where they go in and carry emergency things and help out people and emergency shelters and the tarpaulin and can they have all these things stored up? Because if you live in a hurricane belt, and Joe, by the way, you know, I can play you say the country ready, you know. Not my word, not another upon you, brother. See? Not only by your own word. Yeah? Not only by your good. No, you see, you have to think out of the that's you see, you have to think out of the box, you know. Just think about it. Them now have no pit latrine. Can you have some nice house there and everything and upstairs and bathroom up there and what have you? Oh, you flush it. 5 days what are you and you have to pee, you know. But you can do all it and mash up your bladder. And mash up your kidney. You have to pee. And you have to poo, you know what, 5 days. You poo in a year or something. What you do? You live in a nice community and what have you, but you don't have no water. You don't have no water for drink. Eh? Enough people now, you know, turn saltfish. Yes. You don't have no water for beard. So them get salt, you know, turn saltfish, you know. You have salt thing around the thing. So you don't have no water for beard. All right, you say you're going to, you know, survival mode. But you don't have no water for flush your toilet. Your flush toilet. You don't have no current, you know, and you don't push the water. And you want water for too much, yes, if you go flush toilet. Eh? No, man, remember some of them house there, you know. This will show you some of the house there. So some of them yard there, you know. You dig hole in your yard. Eh? You can just get up, good boy, you dig hole. And them thing. They have some people have some decent and they have some neighbor and thing, but you do. Neighbor they right, there's a neighbor there, you say your backyard or somebody backyard and at some mesh and everything. Dig hole and where. You've been over it. You never have chimney at your house. Because you never need it. Eh? You understand? You never need it. You see me I say? So, me think the ACPED now, you know, them say them, you know, well prepared. Come here, the Prime Minister thank them. Me think them well prepared. You see? So me think them prepared that, you know, them have the tarpaulin for when, you know, all stop a leak off and them think that them can move to it. Them have the water store. Me think them have the whole of these things. Me think them have a budget where them work with. Me think so. But me see the Prime Minister I beg for them now. I beg for you donate the money to them. Not my word, you know. Not my word. I'm gonna play it. Not for play it. Cause when I play it, say something I like play it, you know, I don't like say it on a plate because I don't want to pass it neither. So not my word. Me just ask the Prime Minister, cause out of him one mouth, you know. Let me show him this. Let me show him this. Because the Prime Minister, I beg money now, honest. Let me say honest. Honest, I beg money now for ACPEN. All right, see that? Now I finish this. So I think them did have a budget, and them all right. And I think we have dual citizenship, so we not have no talk down there and what have you. But me hear the Prime Minister say I beg money now. Yes, look here.
Brother, I want me there watch from my phone. Watch out farm me there, you know. Listen, this brother me here big money. How this brother have to beg money before the people them? The people them can't get time for calling family member them and him out the road and beg people first. Him not the government, he must have a disaster fund to help out with the fucking disaster. How him going and beg him and Michael Leachin go smart. Out of Hamilton, Michael Leachin have a hospital out there, you know, when they running out. And down at Royal Ontario Museum. So I beg, when I talk about my match donation, send the fucking money. I can't believe it. Yes, sir.
To donate directly to ACPEN. ACPEN is our disaster.
You can send it directly to ACPEN, matter the number and everything. Me will mention the attack. Yes. So I tell you can send it to ACPEN. But him did say it all right. So I can play that and only can hear it. You understand? So him depend this now today and him beg and them have, you know, ACPEN. See? So the money ACPEN not touch nobody yet and you have to beg money for go do what. You say all right. And I think we have a budget and want to say them prepare. You say it. So you big money for them. Nobody must go on the money. We not have, listen, in the area, we not have people, we have people in that area, we come from places and we go all over the place and we deal with people direct. We not spend no money. Government is not supposed to have a budget to deal with that. If we not look at the people them yet, why would we spend money? To go do what? And you say, the management team, wait for a pay out and all kind of things and the money to reach somebody, we not spend the money, that don't make no sense. You have enough more people do our foundation like myself. No man, we deal with who I deal with. You see a man there so send you say you deal with him. A man there so then you have to you deal with them. But we can't deal with Akpen. No, that don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. You understand? Soon 1 week and the people that must suffer them now not even water for drink. Remember my brethren just come from there when I talk to him, you know. Funeral home brethren, you know. I don't them there, you know. He was there. Right around there, so. You know, you must say, Marky G did the boat and him. He was there. See? Yeah. See? But the Prime Minister now, the Prime Minister I tell you for directly banking and Akpen now. So it depends on the diaspora when I have no standing, brother. We have dual citizenship. Remember, we have no talking there, can't come to the house, you know. Remember, I say I have dual citizenship over stay outside and everything there. So, uncle, the money alone have you instead. Eh? You see? And then Akpen have no money at all to deal with nobody. Where I say, Jacko, everything good, sis? You're good? Yes. Eh? Akpen have no money to deal with nobody. Janet, big up yourself. Yeah, man. It's bad. This bad. I'm think Grace Kennedy. Can you show me here like last year, they make over 100 billion profit. We don't always give them waivers, you know. See them get $500 million worth of waiver, $500 million worth of waiver. Them can't get $2 billion out of that, man, and deal with the thing, man. Them can't even do that, man. Them love to make so much profit. You know, all the profit they make 100, you should have get 50 billion out of that. Out of that profit, they tax the big boy, them more profit, you know. Tax that. Use it to something. You understand? Use it to something. So then people in a dire need. And me just ask, not a player when I hear the Prime Minister say, am I right? Am I beg now? But hold on, before I go back to Marky G, let me just play this. I'm matter of fact. See that all the people must sleep rough and be water wet them up and tell themselves them have 900 shelters. And look out, Andrew, that was a stupid move. Here why? You have a small country, 2.8 million people. Right? And we just want to have a tree, but 2.8 million people. If you tell me, say you have 900, and like all arena alone, you run like a couple thousand people, well, you have 900 shelters around the place, 14 parishes. We counted like 13, like Kingston and St. Andrew mix up in a one. Right? And you have 900, you know 50 thing there, in the biggest part of the population, you have 50 shelter up in another place. And if you have 14 parishes, and even have 50, that's 700. And you don't have it. You only need 50, you only need 50 shelter. I'm gonna say which part open a center mass 50 shelter can they? The school them were there, and for them church I couldn't go use it. Just think about what me I tell you. Me not saying which part of port than 50 shelter could have done either. Because most of the time our school them use, you know. 50 school there center mass, film use. And any school can't use neither. 50 school in a sentence you use. Anyway, and if a man have a little church, right, it take a machine and not work. So in just lie, you know. But here, I tell the man, say, all right, you know, listen here. Remember, this is international media. You hear me just a beg? Here, I'm tell the man, or I'm lying, tell the man, say, all right, we are all right. And we're well prepared. We're well prepared. Listen this.
Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who joins us live from Kingston. Prime Minister, thanks so much for your patience and for talking to us at what is most probably a very busy time for you right now. Can you just tell us how prepared the island is and what preparedness you're at the moment?
What preparedness you're at the moment? So you realize them are flying now.
So the government is at its highest level of alert and preparedness. All our entities.
The highest level of alert and preparedness. Remember that means extra prepared. And preparedness. Not my word, sir. Not my word, your word. And preparedness. Why you hear back yourself? Can you go do international interview? I wonder how the newspaper and JIS not carry this. And the international youth, why them not carry this? Can I see you talk to a woman down the carrying that? I have that footage too, you know. Where you tell her I must listen to nobody else and not listen to me. Listen to JIS. JIS not real. You turn it, remember you turn it now puppet thing now, you know. They might feel struggle to tell the truth now. Yes, man. They might feel struggle to tell the truth now. Saying? All right, just listen.
Preparedness you're at the moment.
So the government is at its highest level of alert and preparedness. All our entities that are responsible for disaster and emergency response are mobilized. We have 900 shelters right across the island.
Not my word! The man just drive me a face and lies so. 900 shelters right across there. You can't go come basic school in them, you know. And them thing there, you know. You understand? But now, not every school, because you have some private school government don't give them a thing, so them don't use it. They're not going to get to use it. So you know go up a center and just I don't think them that make you use Calabar like that. Certain high school you don't get to use them neither. Them that more use the RDH school them. You don't have so much. I'll be a lie, I'm telling you. Saying camper down the moon make you JC no, KC no. Saying whenever I see people use them as shelter before. So just rub them out. And just make him ask which part of the shelter. Make him give you a list of the shelter. Because them should have published it. It's too lie. Eh? Saying people must sleep and wait. Not my word, make a play my listening good. Yes, make a play my listening good.
And emergency response are mobilized. We have 900 shelters right across the island. I would say that about 90% of them are mobilized and ready.
90% and 900 is 810. 90%. Them mobilized and them ready. So we have 900 of them across the island and we have 810 of them open over 90. The rest, they pass standby, but them the 810 are used. Female, you notice? Mr. 900 man, 810. And we're highly prepared, we're well prepared. The highest level. Highest level. Continue.
So from a government perspective, the government is ready. The government.
Uno here for yourself. So I'm a beg on money now. I'm ready, you know, I'm well prepared now. They're on the highest level. JIS, for you never care about this, that, who they are Jamaica. Remember the light, now they don't know when, but you know, should I carry them can't see it even when the light come back. But we are carried. Yes. Saying? I'm spread it across the world, I'm extra prepared. Not my word, sir. Not my word. Your word. Saying? Yeah, man. But I play, yeah, but that's what I do again. Because I want him to hear it. Yeah. You want to hear it? Yeah, eh? You're not here. Play it again.
90% of them are mobilized and ready. So from a government perspective, the government is ready. The government also engaged in an intensive informationalization campaign.
Informationalize. Information campaign. Him not say that, you know. Informationalize. Lies campaign. Him could also say information campaign. And that yeah, when them embark on, we come tell on a lie. Informationalize campaign. PR campaign in Japan. Information campaign, but a lies, informationalize campaign. He might tell you. Yes. You hear what I'm saying? Yes. Informationalize campaign. the government depend. Play it back again. Information and lies campaign.
So from a government perspective, the government is ready. The government also engaged in an intensive informationalization campaign.
Believe of the intensive, you know, like you have a hurricane and get intensified, and then blow away and mash up like the old fire off up when I show you blow some straw house. Yes, so you know, so intensive, yes, intensive informalization campaign. Not my word, but just repeat what you are saying. Not my word. You have to listen to him good enough because he may say no, sir, you know. He may say no, sir. And he may go say, boy, I'm not the 900. Before the man attack, him supposed to have this pan on. You understand? This bad.
With our citizens for the last 3 or 4 days. So from a household level, the Jamaican households have information about how to protect themselves, how to protect their property, and how to respond after the hurricane has passed. My own assessment is that every Jamaican is taking the necessary steps.
So that's a lie again. Can the whole place mash up? Informationalization campaign from the Prime Minister mouth. Not my word. And the word when said the people them do what? So them hear him campaign, so what them I do?
And after the hurricane has passed, my own assessment is that every Jamaican is taking the necessary steps to protect themselves. And
every Jamaican, Mr. Woman says she don't leave her goods because of fear money that. And God now gonna make the thing kill her. She didn't not think about the hurricane, she think about her goods and just a fear livelihood that she don't have nothing else. She couldn't leave. He said every single Jamaican. Remember, you know, what you would say, you know, we just deal with it as is, you know. So him say every Jamaican, every single Jamaican, information and lies campaign. Yes, in Japan. Every single Jamaican do a play it back.
From a household level, the Jamaican households have information about how to protect themselves, how to
have information, or you protect yourself. Him say if the worst man also level, if you also have information, him say also how to protect themselves. You give them it, you print it past something and give them. Eh? International news in the pan make fake news, you know. Misinformation and disinformation too, you know. And then I rush people, you know. Then I rush people. And I tell people to use JIS when I'm turning a, it's a liar tool. Every household.
The Jamaican households have information about how to protect themselves, how to protect their property, and how to respond after the hurricane has passed.
So how you protect your property? You have a big tree, and when you look, you watch and say, hey, you better don't drop, you know, because if you drop on my property, you know. And you look on all the house stuff and say, hey, I protect you too, you know. Eh? So you protect it. From a hurricane. You have to scatter a guy, you know. It depends on the breeze, bad and thing, you can't do nothing. Eh? What you gotta do? You pray for it not blow off. And the tree drop in your house and mash it up. And the tree them a drop. But you pray for it not drop on your house. Because you never get to go cut it down. You know, you don't want to cut it down. But you have the information how to protect this and protect that. Like, is a man you are fighting or something, or is a woman a Beryl. And you protect, hey, move Beryl. Move and push down Beryl and push her out of the way. I'll be a crap him attack. This doesn't make no sense. Yeah.
My own assessment is that every Jamaican is taking the necessary steps to protect themselves and their.
I'm did I tell you, you know, every Jamaican taking the necessary step to protect themselves. Lie. It's some people are dancing away and upon them thing. People out there, you get washed because I play ball and other thing. Lie, I tell, because you know have every Jamaican. You cannot do that. When you attack, Don't talk that way there. You talk like 100% him attack for, you know. And this are just lie, you know. Straight lie. Straight lie.
their
Continue.
property and to be able to recover quickly after the hurricane.
So all them not recover yet. And to be able, big word, meaningful, and to be able to recover quickly after the hurricane. Nearly 1 week. 5 days gone now. And people want drinking water and can't get it. Drinking water someplace maroon, same way. Them not get help. Saying? But this is what I must say.
Hurricane. So I think the island is prepared. We are informed. Right now, we have started to experience hurricane conditions.
So if you prepare, you know, the 2 sheet of zinc and you can put it on back. If the light post them broke down, you don't have some stack up, so you can put them in back and you're good. Can you prepare? If you prepare, you drive out, you know. You have a spear and one, and it when you tire them get punched, you put on the spear and get prepare. But if you have a flat spear, you drive out with a flat spear, and you get a punch, what you gotta do, mash up a rim, you rim it, that costs you a bag of money. That's how you go. Eh? Yeah, man, continue.
But not yet severe. So we are still some way out, maybe 3 or 4 hours out from actually experiencing severe hurricane conditions. We are expecting that by virtue of the category of this hurricane, which is projected now to be at category 4, and when it reaches Jamaica, it could potentially downgrade to category 3, still a dangerous hurricane, which would cause storm surges, heavy rain.
Let me tell you something one of you notice here. You see me? Me not ask. Me do a lot of things that you never see me on site. Never one, not even one time. Some people do things to get promotion. Promotion. We know this music thing long time, decades. Me the record from 1986. Go Google it and look. And now at 2024. So I think the next 2 years supposed to be 40 years. But the record itself. Yeah? Yeah? Yes. 2026 supposed to be 40 years, right? I remember I do this before that, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, some people do this for promotion. What me do? Me now have to show myself. Me never show myself better. You know? You see, that's why when I catch a drift sometime, you know. When you know something, you know, you just you do something, you do it, but you call and do it and you send it out and you have other people on the ground and you don't go do things. You don't want to do this and then you capture some headline and then everybody there. And blah, blah, people don't take no bait. And as a politician bait up all the time and stop take bait no man. If we do things, we get up and do things. And when I do it for us, do this. We think about long-term thing. You understand? Yeah, man. Some people just do it for us bait up. You know, yeah, just have, you know, same thing, promotion, and that everybody can jump and say, yes! Jump out of the box. But there's some serious thing. Remember, you know, all right. Well, remember, you know, you have tune. I mean, at the paper. When me have build people place, me have tune out. You know, Gilbert. And everybody knows, then, but remember, me not come and add up nothing. Because we just tell the name and everything. Saying? And the old people think you take for you deal with first because we have the trade. We don't come and say book back, but do it yourself. Make sure them have place and you know, lay them head and everything. So we do a lot of these things. See? And then when things even get even better now and you show the way I do things, you send other people, you do it. But me now present myself for them, say yes, do. Start on the phone and you debate things because you know what you want and everything and you do what you do. You understand? That's why I'm sure some things that they will do a lot of things, but you not see me. You understand? We just keep there. Yeah, people do things to us, the PR itself. We do things for seriousness, for serious things. Not for people say, yeah, them do this. Come on, man. I know my people, them are smarter than that, you know. You understand? Smarter than that. I'm going to go and run my things, man. I'm going to go and run my things. That's why you see me have a charity, me do a lot of things too. And before even this, we had the charity for a long time. We just do things Keep with things. And I care what we keep something and do something, you have to just turn away and give things and give things and give things. Yeah, man. Even if I go down to 2 pants and I say you want one, I still give you one. Till I go buy a next one. Because I watch nothing, you know. I nothing know, I'm good. Saying? So, yes. So, some people just do this and like show themselves because they want, you know. Saying? So, yes, I say? Yes. Continue.
Potential destruction to coastal infrastructure and residential and commercial properties. And in the interior, we may very well experience landslides. But we do have plans for that, and we are prepared.
So, Prime Minister, I don't mean to interrupt.
We do have plans for that, and we are prepared. But when they slide out of Center Masters and the whole thing, they never prepare. Never prepare. Yes, a bridge still a drop and all kind of little things that go on. Never prepare. But him tell them, you hear? Him never prepare. Even the landslide, everything we prepare for. That's a theme word. Him one word, not my word.
And the commercial properties. And in the interior, we may very well experience landslides. But we do have plans for that, and we are prepared.
So, him not supposed to run up and down and say him not prepared. And him can't well with the highest alert and him well prepared. Him tell you, not my word. Him go on international television, international cable. International media go tell them I'm well prepared and everything good. Not my word. Him. See that?
Prime Minister, I don't mean to interrupt, but in terms of that preparedness, there will be a different policy for those that are living in urban areas to those that are living on the coastline. How are you advising people who are living on the coastline that would have to move, perhaps, would you say, to the interior? And what sort of numbers are we talking about?
He asks the numbers, but he don't answer the numbers. He asks what kind of number we're talking about. Yeah, I know.
Well, we have identified all our low-lying areas, and that is essentially on the southeastern coast of Jamaica, where we would have potential significant damage.
Them tell us a center must stop, but look on St. Elizabeth and look down the country. Me not tell you, man. Eh? Round the whole island of coastline, you know. It's the island. Yeah, it's of coastline. That's why they have the hotel there, where they are being at the seat of coastline. And I like it mounted us, like you go around there, so, and it just be a mountain around there, or some hill, so the coastline, and you know, some deep when I access. Them take away with whole beach and right on the place. Whole light of coastline. See? But my talk center, I see this.
There are shelters in proximity to these areas.
These areas, shelters, lie. Which part in a White House is out of Button Bay, out of Pan so Pan side. And we can't call enough more places. But where does the shelter? You don't have no shelter there, so. Which part in a doing the penny have shelter? We're at a brownstone there, so which part I have the shelter? Where the shelter them there? Because Raymond and them youth live down there, so you know. It said man them used to live down the road and think me just can't tell you go right up one there, so Denver them live on the right hand going up. Big yard over there, so was higher them live and Bataway them. And they have the scheme here. So you don't have no shelter in a doing the pen. White House is me not seen a shelter with fat bar there, so. Because remember, Shirley them live around there, so you know. Shirley and Ferdy and the whole of them live around there, so Simeon and the whole of them, you know. Yeah? But Bishop and Ferdy them used to live and the whole of them. Listen, when my talk don't make no sense, you know. Yeah, some of them places now have no shelter. I can't just call name and everything, you know. You understand? You don't have a shelter. Proximity, shelter and this and be a crap. Saying? Don't, a matter of fact, they make them cut the road out of Grand Spend this so. Don't where the shelter Grand Spend this so. When you come down off of the hill of Grand Spend on the left hand, I see it. A Bobby yard that you know where mother used to do now. A matter of fact, I'm a cousin father yard. Yes. See? So them now up at Albion, them have place up at Albion. So there is no shelter right this and either. Leave nothing, everything run going to the people. Them it's a base and pay think them cut off the road. A grand spend. See? But the shelter there, but they are Albion and Sun Valley. No shelter out there. Gas station there, so some you have a little scheme down there. So when you go up at Sun Valley there, so I bet on them people that live up there, so. And Bobby them have house up there, says that scheme and everything, I go around more where you can't see the river and everything. No shelter now up there, so. I know the place good enough. See? Some shelter approximate this and that. Garbage in my talk. Garbage in my talk. See? And this 900 shelter a joke. You know the place good. Out of yellow, so can use the school. But what happened to where you go up Market Road? What happened to when you go up a Buckingham and them place there? See? So me can't listen, don't know. In just get up and just talk when you want to talk and you know, and everywhere they school them there and every school they can use, you know. So it's wrong again, you know. See? But the international news might tell these things, you know. And I can just call people them name and where them live and everything. And I look at everything right in front of me. See? Garbage and pen, garbage I'm talking about. St. Thomas, that you know, St. Thomas. Listen. Them to stop the foolishness. Which part of Valley are Bucking and them place there, Live and them place have where you go up Market Road there. And which part up there, the shelter there?
At higher ground, and we have implemented under our Disaster Risk Management Act an evacuation order. Once we have made the assessment, and we have made some assessments, then we will enforce those orders and assist residents in relocating. But outside of that, for the last 3 or 4 days, we have been imploring residents, and some have responded and have moved voluntarily.
Prime Minister, Jamaica is no stranger to hurricanes of various levels historically. What lessons have been learned in the past that have actually...
So I come move him, because this was be a lie. Like when them rush him after all the people must suffer. But him say everything good. I live and them good. In that him say. I could hear where Dr Jacket say.
Senator Matthew Samuda.
Remember this now as CNN. International cable them depend, you know. International news. So the Prime Minister said one thing. Him should have come back even if you tell lie, make it sound like the truth. You know, come back and say 900 alone, you know, a Wakanda world them living now. The Prime Minister overstepping bound with him lie them, you know. But I want that for sure, so that one in a good night, and they're closer to the Prime Minister. Yeah.
Joining me now is Senator Matthew Samuda and meteorologist Evan Thompson, both with Jamaica's Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Senator Samuda, I'll start with you because you've been leading the hurricane preparation. What are people and businesses in your country doing to prepare for this monster hurricane?
Well, you know, there's a great deal of anxiety.
So right away I'm thinking boss under the bus because the boss will tell the people them well prepare, and the people them prepare and them know what to do and protect them thing and them say anxiety, you know. So the first thing him come and thinking boss under the bus. Continue.
We have seen the impact of this storm in Barbados, in St. Vincent, and of course in Grenada. So citizens, businesses alike have been putting in place all of their hurricane preparatory steps. So there's a great deal of activity at the supermarkets, great deal of activity at our hardware stores, and people are putting in place the protection mechanisms that we know work. At the government level, we've been focused on clearing major drains right throughout our townships. We've been ensuring that all of our government buildings are indeed protected by way of being boarded up, ensuring that roofs.
The bigger building them on a board up on them thing, because they don't really board them up. So the government building, them have some building them in our board. But you know, in the certain government building, when them talk, them just talk up on an overall general level, you know. Them have to in them lie, you know, them not talk straight, you know. Yes.
Are secure, we're doing what we can. But ultimately, we've also been focused on ensuring that citizens have the information. So those who are in low-lying areas, those who are in flood-prone areas, go to any of our 780 plus shelters, because
780 plus shelter. And the people them don't have that. Remember, I have every information, and remember, I have the information that 780 at 20%. I them not the 60. Because them not publish it. Them not put in the paper and put it up on the news, and them that get a sheet of it, don't it? But them never give people it. We know what people are there now. We know what people are there. But I buy for them sheet. So we know I lie them I tell. You understand? But him go up on it, him say 780 plus. I want that's a 900 and a 800 and what. So I'm throwing bars under the bus. In throwing bars under the bus, under the hill and the big mama, and that tree were popped down and all kind of things. You hear this? Eh? Like all over the place. Yeah.
ultimately, saving lives is our first priority. Property is.
Joining me now is Senator Matthew Sim.
Saving life and first priority. So that was a lie. And next lie is again, big fat lie. I make a hear dead man now. I hear from Ag Pen itself. So I'm them that keep the number. I hear from them. Listen here now.
News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Sections of Jamaica starting to feel the outer bands of Hurricane Beryl. Forecasters suggest Hurricane Beryl could be the strongest hurricane to hit Jamaica. And 80% of shelters activated across the country. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here are the details. A hurricane warning remains in effect for Jamaica as Beryl continues to move its way towards the country. The latest from the Met Service indicates that the eye is not as clearly as defined before and the system could wobble as it approaches Jamaica. The center of the hurricane is expected to be passing near or over the island's southern coastline from east to west between 12 noon and 8 p.m. today. The Met Office says there is a possibility Hurricane Beryl will hit Jamaica as a strong Category 4 system.
Next 3 to 4 hours, you could be getting some storm force winds, and then after that, hurricane force winds.
It is going right over us, underneath, beside us.
So the projection is that it will go along the southern coastal lines. As it is now, from the 7 o'clock forecast, it is supposed to go along the southern coast. So the eye itself will go along the southern coast. But if that is the case, it means we call something called a top right quadrant, and that is the area of the eye wall that has the maximum impact or the maximum weather. And as such, if that is the case, that maximum area will come across Jamaica, and of course we'll get dangerous winds, we will get significant rainfall, storm surges, and it will be a tough one.
So you hear what I'm saying? I hear what I'm saying up in there. I hear from the local government minister now. Remember, you have three, you have the Prime Minister, I have two ministers. They have John Jacket and I have Bushan. I hear three different things. Yeah? But I want to go the closest to it. In their happen attack. There is.
And forecasters are suggesting that Hurricane Beryl could be the strongest hurricane to ever hit Jamaica.
That islands are next going into tomorrow, and then as we head towards the end of the week, Mexico could see some of these impacts. Now, when we're talking about rain, this is a mountainous island, so you have all of this tropical moisture kind of hitting. Temperatures are record warm, so that could fuel it too.
Local government minister Desmond McKenzie says 80% of shelters across the island are now activated.
Yeah, if it's now activated, I'm at up it and say 85%. And I'm telling the numbers. I'm telling a number. You know, say 85 or 85%, you know. 65 or 85%. Right? So 65 or 85% of cemetery they have. They can have 100. Okay? If you have 85%, that means you have 100 shelter. That means you have less than 100. But the Prime Minister go 9. That means everybody live in a straw house and everything, but you're still am I right? You understand? See? Two lie. In my Granco jacket. 700 and no, and Jay, so we don't come correct. And when the Prime Minister tell this, they only for correct him.
According to Mr. McKenzie, more than 53 shelters are now occupied. At the same time, he's appealing to residents
53 of them occupied. So what I'm saying,
residents of Port Royal to evacuate the area. Transportation will be provided for residents to the shelter at the National Arena. And Prime Minister Andrew Holness is again calling on Jamaicans living in flood-prone areas to relocate to a place of safety, where he was speaking on TVJ Smile Jamaica earlier today.
My continued advice to all Jamaicans is that, it is not too late now to take a second look at your roof, just to make sure that if you can do anything to keep it firmly in place, that you take those measures. I know there are many Jamaican households where it's roofing made of zinc sheeting. There may not even be hurricane straps. You may want to, at this time, if you haven't done so, if you have, heavy blocks, that you could start to put that on your roofing just to.
Them just got talk to international news before. And I'm going to tell you, if you put every block by your roof, every block, lift up the zinc and you run out to drop in the head and mash you. Every block. In the every block. Most of you have some 6-inch block. See? So, and it wear the same kind of little thing, around this, You hear this?
To keep some weight on it so that you don't lose your roof.
Weight. And just tell them, say everybody all right,
I know most Jamaicans would have taken the opportunity.
The Prime Minister says the measures implemented will help to mitigate damage.
That would mean that there would be an earlier and swifter recovery after the hurricane. And that is the reason why we have invested so heavily in our informationalization campaign. Because the truth is that the best way to recover is to prepare. And that is in effect.
What can I say? Informationalization campaign, lies. And an information campaign, informationalization campaign. Yes.
Just to make sure that if you can do anything to keep it firmly in place, that you take those measures. I know there are many Jamaican households where it's roofing made of zinc sheeting. There may not even be hurricane straps. You may want to, at this time, if you haven't done so, if you have, heavy blocks.
So how much people have heavy blocks? What kind of stupidness is this? How much people have heavy blocks you can put on their house top? From a prime minister, but if you know better. If you know the house top are blow, you not tell them, so okay, you say 900 shelter, you not tell them, so go one of them then. I don't open them more about shelter, I tell them, put on your house top. Heavy blocks, to keep it. Him not say not about shelter, so. But him go tell international people, say 900 shelter all over the place, 800 and over. So I'm like, you when I tell you, kids stay in your house and what you have to do, put every block by your house. That's why the woman go pan and think she heavy than a block. I try to keep down her thing from fly. Only straight.
That you could start to put that on your roofing just to keep some weight on it so that you don't lose your roof. I know most Jamaicans would have taken the opportunity.
The Prime Minister says the measures implemented will help to mitigate damage.
That would mean that there would be an earlier and swifter recovery after the hurricane. And that is the reason why we have invested so heavily in our informationalization campaign.
So in the act bed, in the informationalization campaign, informationalization campaign, invest so heavily. We have JS, something I mean by invest so heavily. Because JS, them get them paid for the work. Me not hear. Me know your what name? Me can't but I call it information campaign. No, informationalization. campaign. I campaign with PLIs, PR. And him invest heavily. Oh, you mean by invest heavily? Now what? Tell you like now work. It's not working.
Because the truth is that the best way to recover is to prepare. And that is, in effect, the nature of being a resilient country.
Resilient country and people don't have no water for drink. Them can't use them flush toilet. In a them place stink. Rainfall and them wet up same way. This bad.
And we're now joined by Andrea Chisholm, who is at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM. She spoke with representatives just before midday.
So we're now joined by local government minister Desmond McKenzie, who is actually fresh from a briefing with the staff at ODPEM. Minister, thank you so much for speaking with us. First of all, coming out of your briefing, what is the latest?
Well, so far I've been updated on the number of shelters. We are close to now some 60 odd shelters across.
So you see it across the country. Not my word. So oh, you reach 900. Or you reach 780 plus. Will you be the 60 are too much, you know, but you don't rather work with the 60 odd. You understand? You don't work with the 60 odd because so much people now go to shelter. But you work with the 60 odd.
Representatives just before midday.
So we're now joined by local government minister Desmond McKenzie, who is actually fresh from a briefing with the staff at ODPEM. Minister, thank you so much for speaking with us. First of all, coming out of your briefing, what is the latest?
Well, so far I've been updated on the...
And I'm updated from ODPEM, and ODPEM they have the numbers. So even if they want it, they're not up to go push it out of the way, right? So them right here, not to a paper right, but somebody had pen, you know. Now they had pen. You ever see him after this?
The number of shelters, we are close to now some 60 odd shelters across.
So we're close to now 60 odd. We're close to now across Jamaica. Not 900 or 780. Not none of that. And you're dangerous enough for your prime minister, do you know? See there, look here.
The number of shelters, we are close to now some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Across the country, mean St. Thomas and Kingston, Portland and St. Mary, are Clarendon alone, are, you know, St. Catherine. You know what I mean? Across the country. The length and breadth of the country, across the country. We're close to 60 odd now. No! Across the country. So when this move go past 700 or 900, when?
My information also is that at least 85% of our shelters are in operation, and this is right across the country.
It and it at 85%. Can say we're closer now right across. Saying and at 88% that. Open 85% of it, and it closer to 60 odd, and at 85% that. You do the maths, it don't make no sense. Saying 900. Well, Angela tell us that be a straw house people living in Jamaica, no house them no good none at all. Not my word. Him Phyllis himself, you know. 900 shelter, and put even not put 1,000 people in a shelter, and 900,000 that. But it got more than 1 million people gonna shelter and more. 1,000. Yeah, got more because Arena alone that whole couple thousand, right? Yes. People now leave them house, so not even a portrait and go there, but you have all shelter open. And then them shelter when you look, you have fancy black. Thing have and a slab, it have some roof, fancy black when thing have blow upon you. You know, see no bed. You know, see some bed with some warm clothes and some the kind of tile them where you look out for. Yeah. Even if you carry inside and put some, you know, set up something and put a look a portable and lock half piece, prepare it. That them can move again, you just lock it off with some board inside and, you know, board it up, the temporary bathroom, tile it. And bathroom place so people can have a shower. Yeah, and have some Delco plant, You know, you get even a black tank pushing that one and then couple and so them always have water and them can bathe. Even if water and thing cut off, you still have water and thing. And them have hot meal. Remember when it start blow, you can't go outside and say if you have hot meal, you do just stay there and just lie down there until the morning and then go home. It makes sense. Them they are not shelter. Them they are not shelter. Them they are a joke. Act pen already yet. And then me beg money for.
One of the concerns I have, and it came out of the meeting, and during that meeting I had a telephone conversation with the mayor of Kingston and the councillor for that section in East Kingston.
So him tell you how much. Go outside, Desi. Go outside. Move. Go on fast. Go on. Go outside, man. Go outside. Yes. I would send him outside, yes. No want him inside, that's all. Yeah. See? So this I where Andrew come and talk him back a lie and know him there a beg. Beg him a beg now. Andrew, I'll send you outside because yeah, send this outside. Send him outside. Now him come back now and I beg. No, him come and I beg. See me, I know. I finish play my RKG, but him come and I beg now. And then people are suffer. Right? So him come and I beg. See me? Hear this. Some virgin send this since even. See that?
Yeah. I want me there watch from my phone. Out of farm there, you know.
Listen when I say when I tell about the numbers and everything, see that?
Listen. This brother me a big money. How this brother have big money before the people them? The people them can't get time for calling family member them and him out the road that beg people first. Him not the government, he must them have a disaster fund to help out with the fucking disaster. How him gang and beg him and Michael Leachin go smart. Out of Hamilton, Michael Leachin have a hospital out there now. When they running out. And down at Royal Ontario Museum. So I beg, when I tell my match donation, send the fucking money. You can't believe it. Yes, sir.
Directly to
You donate directly to ACPEN. Brother, you remember dual citizenship, you know nothing with them, you know. See? If you donate directly to ACPEN, I'm going to finish this now. Finish this.
In southwestern St. Elizabeth. What we need is urgent attention. What we have been seeing though is the flyover. We see a lot of flyovers and we've been hearing that a lot of things are being circulated on social media. But what we're not feeling is that we're not feeling the presence and the need for urgent action on the ground. So we don't want to see the flyover, we want to see the underground action. Yeah. And the people need it and demand it now because we are in crisis mode. We don't want to hear the social media, we want to hear right now what is happening for the people. The people need help.
Yeah. So, Andrew, you did say this, you know. You did say this. So, at the opposition leader, at the Prime Minister, and with him, if you go around and not try to talk to the people, them. The people, them have fed with them one. You have the money and thing, and him have 200, and I see, and remember, you did tell me this, Andrew. Watch, let me show you something where you did say. Some have a play and remind you, because sometimes you don't mind you, you know. You did say this, Andrew, because Andrew dangerous still, you know. Honest, this man, all right, let me see this. Not that one, come back. Yeah. I have some different files about everything I've analyzed on it with your honest. You know, yes, everything I've analyzed on it, honest. Yeah. Lie, see there? Yeah, man. That be a lie. My name not one mark, you tell the truth, you know. You see me, I say? Lie, yeah, see there? Me not one, me and you. I want to find anything, but me I look on where I mean, I know. All right. Let me show you honest here. Let me show you Andrew honest here. Cat more kill cat. All right, so we don't want the one here. All right, so we want the one here. Let me see it. All right, so not the one there. I be a lie, me I book up and write a son of people. Now come up here. All right, that one I want. But this is our one is now. Hear this, people. Hear this.
I know why you come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right start that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
All right, so I know we say it, him, right? Yes. Film word, not my word. So you elect a prime minister go who you elect, you know, run the country, just hold them accountable, yeah? Yes. Don't ease up, not my word. I'm ever play this to Andrew. You know, you have to play them thing. I see her again, Andrew. See her. See that?
Thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in country.
I'm thinking Jamaica.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in country.
Well, let's go outside. Go outside. All right. All right. So I'm showing it. You hear what I'm saying? You for hold him accountable. Too lie, man. Too lie. Look here. All right. So I thought like this, like them, you know. You think you have a pit that in there, so? Say another one, and then what you gonna do? The man you gonna see you, so you have a building. You see them building a stair. Yeah? So you got dig a hole or something down and say you have field. Eh, Cheetah? You can see all over the place. Them house and all stink, man. And the light post there. When the road and look on the light post, maybe see something else. I say, look here.
I want me to watch from my phone.
No, maybe see something else. Let me see this. All right, people, look on this now. All right, so if you have them, look here. But that church with the house, all right. So, man, they can them use mesh fence between fence. So if you live in a this and it mash up, and a this, what you do? Go dig a hole out as people are watching, you know. But in the house, a little and stink, you know, a big and stink. Can't have the water for flush it. See that? So you see, just up on the fence side here. People look upon you when it cut sideways, they say, no, I'm nothing, they see that. See it? See them there? Some more mesh. All right. This is why you can't just go dig a hole, son. So put the devil in outside. No, you have flush toilet. You have flush toilet. And for 5 days, tomorrow make 6, and the day done already, you know. So this is after 8 and 3 hours from now tomorrow. The clock strike 12 tomorrow, you know. The clock about 3.5 hours. Tomorrow. So, you know, when tomorrow come now, what you do? Hold your body fluid and hold up thing. You have some woman now, you know. You need something you start blow off and you maroon off. You cut off and everything and you 1 week. And nothing. But it's all over the place. You have some place that never touch yet. Them not touch yet. You understand? Them not touch that yet. And this bad. And they're instead, man. Linseed police station in there. Yeah. So them not touch this yet. Yeah? Yes. And then the Prime Minister come with him every lie and him well equipped. And now you tell people to donate to what? No, sir. Enough people have them charity, man. No, sir. Them deal with friends and family and deal with people better than Uno. Why you gotta donate something? Look how much money on the chap. The 450 million wanna say wanna take and about resilience and about this and that and the government and doing this. So wanna beg money now. You know say you have money, you know. Bolan, him have 5.8 billion US in the thing the fund making go use out of it. If you want 2 billion, remember, you know, 1 billion US, you know, 150 billion Jamaican, you know, make him go use out of the reserve. Him buy 1.8 billion, put it on top it to 5.8 billion. Tell him to go use money from the reserve. No, not chatting with Holness. But not answer him. You understand? Tell him to go use money from the reserve. All him need for do, you know. If you take out 15 million US, yeah, just a 5.2 or something. Take out 15 million US. You still have over 5 billion same way. And that over 22, around 22, that are 2 point something billion dollar. You can't fix up the place. Just take 15 million. Let me just tell you. Use 15 million. Use 15 million. Me have to give my ideas, you know. Tell him to go use 15 million out of the reserve. If they have money, tell him to go use it. Yes. Go use 15 million. Where else, my brother? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Saying, tell them to go use 15 million. Them got to cut insurance, you know, people. And the insurance sure about quit. Me have it, but I want to do it for the next. I want to do it for the next thing because I don't want to mix it with this. Where it'll tell you, you know, the minibar them have to drop. You know, the pressure of it like iron, and they start more rugged, and then you'll get out some pure and thing, but you will give them over 10 million per year US. Over 1 over 10 million plus, so over 1.6 or 1.7 billion you give them per year, and you don't get nothing. Eh? That don't make no sense. That make no sense. Right now, nobody must not listen to your Holness. You tell them, say, only depend the alert. And me think like FEMA now, you'd have at need for give the people and everything, but you have to have about 900. Where you will get that from? Only for put out the whole list of 900. Make people see it because you say it, you know. And nobody can't believe in it. Remember, we're going to continue to beat you with that in here too lie. And Drunko Jacket, nobody, hey, only people in a sentence, make sure not joke, not vote for not drunker, you know. Because right away, I'm come and tell about 780 plus. Him a liar too. You can't have them kind of people that vote for them. Run them, man. That don't make no sense. Eh? But you look over 60. Look over 60. And it's 85% that over the island. And that's all too much too. I have not asked them. But that's the more true where them gone about 900. Unbelievable. And you know what I notice? What I notice? Yeah. External shock. So not this hour. So an internal shock. External shock. Where you think the hurricane come from? Are we outside now? External, so it shock up the place. And then you have to go import a lot of things. Same attack to external shock. So what this hour? You just get it. It have lightning and knock to it too, you know. So it gets shocked. So you better go spend it. Spend 15 million from it, him good. A 2 billion that. Saying? You can go spend 15 out of it, man. 2.8 bill that. You understand? And Pen, we don't need to stop going out of the way and after the Prime Minister to clear out. Too much garbage, too much arms house are going in there, so. Straight arms house. It needs to clear out. Yes. Yeah. Use 15 million US. 2.8 billion and clear up the place. Because you say, you know, you're well ready that you can just bounce back quick and thing and people not even water. Can you imagine? And by the way, you say you don't drink water. Water very important for flush up your body, you know. Because when you don't drink the water, you know what happens to you? You see your kidney them. Eh? And then you eat some things and all kind of little things that you just drink and now flush up your thing and it develops stone. Kidney stone. Drink some little sweet thing and try eat a little thing and them thing and the stone there. It's a bad eye. And yes, it develops kidney stone. You know, drink enough water for flush it and all kind of things, you get stone. Yes. And some of them look like salt grain, but some of them can be like a can, you know, the kernel. Yes, some of them can be like that. You get kidney stone. And it's not an easy thing neither. That hurt you. Yes. So I tell them what we're going to do, you know. Eh? Yeah, man. I that them for do them for take out some money out of it, Christopher. And pay for even 3 weeks, what are that and take out the shack. Because enough livestock people lost, enough thing are going on, so them for even use that thing out of it. You understand? Not to buy the money but you have to pay back and put it there for those posts. See? I run up and down and I tell people one bag of foolishness. Eh? And look how slow them a move. See? And JIS and them now go to cover these people, you know. Them now do it. So them just stay with them there. And then only can go tell lie, you know, go up some little, you know, mouthpiece radio and tell lie. So 85% of the light come no go so. Them man then work so fast. Them turn on light on the carrying down so the other night and about night before. Or 2 nights ago. I mean yes, I'll be a fire run on the line. And when the water system lock off like that, you can't just do some and turn on the pump and it bust up the place. And you have to make sure, yeah, you have to know if it turn them off and turn them on and shut down. Water pipe it bust up. And then if you have nothing to pump, how it go? You see it? How it go? So if you come tell them, stop tell lie. Yes. Stop tell lie. And well, Andrew can't stop tell lie. See? 3 different things we get this, but all we get from Andrew said the place well ready. So when him said well ready and him come out now and I beg. The officer, the disaster for preparedness, you can't come and say them a beg and pen. That's the worst place you beg. You're supposed to have some money put up from out of the budget or what, some money where you get there to deal with it. What to the tourists and enhancement funds? Use some money from that and help do the thing. You have no place where you can go draw money from, you know. The 450 million where them take, give them friend for pay rent, where, you know, right now, them never even pay rent, can never move to the building. That money could have do something. It's $700 billion. You could have just used $2 billion out of that and straighten up the place. We have to tell them to get real. Them need to get real. Saying? Them need to get real. We have to make a what? Why go on? Saying? Yes. So them need to get real. I will hold you to account, Andrew. Mark Golding, if you come out and I rush him now and I say, no, man. 1 week? Can you imagine now? You have enough people living in a man, living in them area there in a St. Elizabeth and thing. Have some nice house and thing. You know, have no big toilet. Upstairs and thing. Family at 8, family at 10, family at 6. You have to use a toilet, but you don't have no water. Upstairs, no way. You never have water for bed. See? You don't have no water. See? Or your toilet flush. But you use it because your belly are cut. What you do? Pile up load pan on top of pile. You pile on top of pile. If you just sit down on it, it's sick drunk customer. Eh? Or you flush it. You know, your toilet's supposed to be nasty, man. And then part of the roof gone already and in the wet up and mold up. And the mold can't work with, you know, that to kill you, you know. You have to be careful of them kind of mold. See? How it work? How that work? People them a look drinking water and them man a fly up and down in a helicopter. Helicopter. That is crap. It's garbage. Then him tell the biggest lie on an international level. Lie that is misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. And then he might tell a woman down in the Caribbean and say, I'm give her back a house. One woman. And he make sure video the woman. Hey, dangerous, you know. They're coming like come give the woman the donkey. Look here. Woman asks if you're a donkey. What you da do? You're the prime minister, you know. You're in a country. And a farmer asks if you're a donkey because the road bad. For me, it's a bad way. I say, okay, that means I'm not sure alone a farm. You like come my father tell me to do. One I see me, you have 1 tweet, you don't eat alone. 5 I want to split it. You can't do that. Can't share, don't eat it. We live by the principle. So, hear this. You have so much farm for us to know them produce same like sheep. All you need to do, you send them and say in an emergency thing, fix the road. So every one of those farmers get the same access like sheep. You say you solve something, but you make it worse. Because they must have watched you. You give her a donkey. And not even a donkey, but a donkey cup. And them carry a jackass compose. So that donkey cup. Jackass. No make no sense. Eh? Fix the road. Let's fix the one road. We get a donkey. And then we see the one fly green. I tell the woman say, when tell her say, come like quote them, you know. Quote them word. When tell her say, I don't know the chicken plucker, the little old thing the way you can all use the barrel of your washing machine, you know the barrel there, and make it. Right? Chicken plucker long time it in, and that little thing that one time with one and thing I shall use like that cost our money. Innovative, so a brand new one bag of food is so a little thing about it. And you have to have water to, you know, you use tonight and wash it. It matter like, you know, modernized sitting in my gear feed no chicken plucker. You can't put 2 chicken in there one time, you have to put 1. You have to have water where sure can have a plug in and take off the feather and everything. That take too long. That costs a lot of money too. Meta cost them more than kind of electricity there. So meta cost them more than where you sell the chicken for itself. And them sell me say them have sense. You see? Them say them have sense. Market you have to come rush them. And I stand up for the people. Well, we stand up for the people them same because the whole of this are armed house too. Remember just telling the fam now. The whole of this what we see are straight arms house. We know unite. Andrew, make the people them go out there and make the people them same like FEMA, make the people them get water and get a hot meal and get something and ease up pen and make sure the JPS can go fix the light and make the internet up back and them kind of little thing. And this is foolishness. You understand? Yeah. Just last night I received power. No internet service. I just last night you get the power. Enough people up near your place still not get no power. And that is Sunday. And from Wednesday the thing blow. Eh? Ipala. So the one of this a joke again. See? Alright. But there we for all them accountable, you know, Andrew. Remember around us, we're not there for the girl, you know. We not, you understand? You see me do I tell it earlier, but let me tell you this. When you see me I do this round there, so you know, so around us, I still have to come do what in because I have to hold it to account, you know. Yes. Yeah, man. No power in my part. Okay, you know, I'm the power carrying that. No power. So tell me, hey, never on a family who want to come from. Tell me if you get back power and want to have water. Just put it up. I watch it already. Just put it up number 4 me. Just put it up. Let me go and play this because remember I said this will come up soon enough. So I can go and play it.
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents on the 26th of July 2024, Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica, join us in conference as we speak against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, and injustice in Jamaica. This takes place on the 26th of July at 1320 Ellesmere Road, Ontario, Canada. This conference starts 3 till 10 p.m. Guest speakers on the day: Wayne Lonesome, Will Rattigan, Mystic Sensation, Herb Nelson Jr., Aromatic, Sister Maria, Jamaican Carlos, Dr. Rupert Francis, Jeffrey Tavares, and more. This is going to be a very important event for all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica. Don't miss this event if you care about our country. Jamaicans in the diaspora, we can make a difference.
So you start writing? So enough place to have the power. Okay. South Manchester and surrounding here, no power not there neither. No electricity, no water. See there? Those people and them not get back no power. No power carrying down. No power. Santa Cruz, even Santa Cruz, you know, it's a little town, you know, Black River, the capital city, but you know, Santa Cruz, busy little town. No power in Santa Cruz. Said Santa Cruz don't have the power, some place not ready for to get back power yet then, man. Racetrack carrying down, no power. No power. See, they pay no power. So I'm talking about 85%. No electricity, no water. See there? Get back light from Saturday. Yesterday, get back your water. Okay. Open and over. Some place. You see this? You see what them do, them can just come on. Some part of man they will know power. So what them do, them can just come on. Them have their mouthpiece radio. When them want to listen and them say something, I have to believe them. Let me tell you something. Anytime we believe, you know, we have to come with evidence. Because I notice Angelo, you know, those chat without him evidence, like him 900 thing. I'm giving the name of the school and address. Because you can't have 900. That's so stupid. And what you do on an international level, you show them so we don't have no house in Jamaica. We have more than 1 million people in a 900 or over here 900 and more than 1 million people say a shelter. Because some school have like, no for them school, I can't more all age school and thing a capacity 1,000 or 2,000 capacity. You know, if it's a school and thing, people are go to school like that, like we say, brother. And a 900 of them, you have to 1.8 million people, you know. Nearly the whole population gone to school. So you hide from stand. You have to flap yourself, man. See? Just put 1,000 in it, just drop it to 1,000. Some might have one more. Yeah, 900. 900,000 that. Arena that one more. So 1.8 million people that nearly half of the population are go in a shelter. That me I tell you the host them where they have some little straw house, brother. Get real. Yeah. Oh, Palmer's Cross. Okay. Get the correct today. No long reach. Okay. Any light. Okay. 6 days. Because some little rural, them not going to get nothing right now, you know. Them I want to fix some little township, choose some little things first. Yes, so them not going to just want to go through some rural where some people live up in the bush. I say, yo, stay up there, man. Willie Blinky and all kind of things, you know. They have to deal with that first. You see? Deal with the little township, them through Santa Cruz, through this thing. You know, the main road where you use, they might want to fix the light through them part the first and some little township and then them head out to you. So some people are take weeks to get it back. So them places where we now go, and then people them want to make complain. A good thing we have social media now, people can't send it out. So we say, oh, them people are thing not fix. And I saw them run come fix it, you know. If you have people like me, come burn them out. Saying? Yeah, man. But I'll me say, open, ACPEN, I know me not so want to perform to the best of our ability. We just move back more, a stumbling block in a people way. Yes. That's true. So tell me something now, because we're not the season. So if our next one for come on top of this, how that go? And by the way, before even this, me notice people are dropped down in a beer, all in the place. Yeah? See, them have an alert when somebody else say them say this. Road hazard, look here. Sinkhole dropping around manual cover. Old Hope Road, Constant Spring Road, Gap in Patrol and Agli Park Road. Watch out for doors breaking up suddenly and they come up on these and road that and that. So them a push out this. See? And speaking of that, me tell you so the road them now on a road still. So yes. Yeah. Me tell you so on a road them at some dry riverbed, you know, but when it does I see what me attack, no disrespect, but the reality. But I speak truth to power when I be about some people, you know. Truth to power. See? Me show now bus. And this is before me show the fire truck, right? But me never show the bus. And I show the people them the bus. And this is before this year so. This is a road where you say it fixed to and a bus it drop down there. Remember? Where you say I show them and joke, me I show them too much of it. Remember you talk about the road them and how them fix, you know. And them for last generation, you know. And I mean just a use just you know. Right? I am just a people. Eh? Let me see that, but more see the bus. What the bus there? Let me see what the bus there. Watch a man here. Film thing drop down pan him in Manchester and kill him, you know. Me can't show no that. Me just a school and I may look pan, you know. I bet you in 10 minutes. Alright, the pan a bus here. And this is before, and this is a road we want to fix, brother. Not my saying. Look here. I take it up and me show you. Because this is not me I say it. This is a road where we did fix and the rain did fall. And this is what happened. Let me show you. Because I don't want you to say I'm me say it and your bus trapping out. Now watch out. Let me just name that. Yeah, okay. Look on this. And this is not storm. This is so now for the road them where you say fix them, I really fix. People have to watch. The people have a mind and dropping on some patrol and can't come out back. A matter of fact, you say all in the road and permanent, them did run out and talk about a Porsche wall. What you call them all now, Anjo? Because she was the Prime Minister. So if you have a Prime Minister, you say and all I want to go in the teeth. I want to say a Porsche all. That means them all are Prime Minister all in. It can't go 2 ways, you know. A one way for me, you know. We're good for the goose, good for the gander, you know. And fun and land, you know. Eh? No circle people. We're good for the goose or good for the gander. So let me see that bus here. Well on there. Look here people. Look here. But that if rain fall, look at. Road caving. And since a TVJ logo, so we don't want to come say boom bam bam, you know. See? I look where it fall. This is not what that's going the other day, you know. This is before. So the road them, you know, more you know said them know for the road them where Andrew met no the paper road them. We have to be careful more than anything else. And yes, still police out there lock up people. I charge people for some paper road. We're out to kill off the people them. You see? Me look for the next thing with the road. Me look for that thing with the road because look for the road there. Bad road. Me have to look for that thing with bad road, you know. You said about stay? You don't see nothing yet. I'm show you something now. Fire truck. Look for that man here. Look here. This is before the earthquake. The road there, I'm not telling about. Remember, I'm big cable, I'm big pipe under the road, I'm big drainage. Fiber optic cable, big pipe and big drainage, yeah? Yes. Finish with the road, see that? See road there now, see that?
So, Farm Primary and Junior High School, right there. So the road block off, and this was what you see the fire truck in. This big hole, you see this thing? No.
Hey, look there. You see the fiber optic cable? Wanna see it? See, I hate that. Wanna see the pipe them? Cause the road well built with all kind of things under it, you know. You wanna see it? That's what I'm just saying, you know.
Now, this is the surface of the road. This is where the fire truck dropped, right over here. Can you imagine? Look at this. Look where all the road. If me I go drop in there? Yeah, me can drop in there and come back up, man.
See the one of that a joke, man. Eh? You see the one of that a joke? Yes. So, them use the car charge them like Pernell, them and say, the road where the hole, a Porsche hole. So, Andrew, what you call them road there now? Them call them hole there where you drop in the road and then hole in the road. The Prime Minister hole. I wanna laugh. Eh? Okay. So, who for hole them here? In the road. And who for own them hole here in the road? And who for hold them here in the road? Eh? You see, better tell you know, we lay thing right across. And we are deal with people, deal with them right. You see? Can't let you go in and care what you say we come do, you know, we have to come deal with you. Yeah, man, we not play with you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Saying? We not play with you, brother. Them just out harder, man. Very out harder. I said them used to deal with Porsche, you know. Them go on and them this and them do everything and then them. By the way, people, I forgot to tell you, you know, say, there's sperm whale that I try to pull one off of my social media account, you know, last year, you know. And I run me, come in the ban him, you know. I want me look my sister, the sperm whale to backside. Him can't take it down, so me have it. I'm going to show it. With the ban it, man. Can I show it? Cause this how them take over people thing. Them send in your inbox and tell you say them account close. And them help you pay, you know, them send you a code and then you press the code and then you are trying to let them in. Remember, you know, if you're in your messenger, pan Facebook, that means you're in your Facebook, you're in your Facebook account. From as long as you sign in on the messenger, you sign in on your Facebook. Yeah? In a wheelchair from when? Yeah. Well, yeah, man, I know the things stay already, you know, so, you know, when you know the things stay, you can't make shit sit down so long. Yeah, if you don't care about a private doctor, don't trust the thing. Because the thing now work good. And by the way, tough time now you want $1 billion, $1.5 billion for the one. Nobody never see nothing to the hospital there, you know. So, and nobody no report no damage. You know, easy tough time, man. Nobody with that foolishness there, you know. Just take it from me, nobody with the foolishness. Yeah. I'm showing them, more soon a quick. Let me show you a quick thing. Archive. See there? See there? I'm not easy, you know. I'm not easy, you know. I don't know see this. You see the name? You don't know the name there? Show him tell me there. You don't know the name? Need me help. I'm going to give him a quick one. Look there. He said get like out time account. You say oh, at the sperm whale, you know. 2023, you know. I'm at that fact, I'm go down here so him say something first. So him say so. See that's sperm whale, man. I try to it kind of dark, but more I want to see the name. See if you make up the name, I remember I want to hear it in the house. You see the name now? And the same name we talk about Marky G. But Marky G was about 9 years old and them foolish instead. You see the name? You see when they try it, me? And 23 or 2022 them try this. After them go out them foolish sit there. You are one of the most sensible person I heard on YouTube, especially with the Donaldson saga. Keep it up, boss. I want to know when your life begin on YouTube. And you see me say blessed because see there? Per day. And then it come up with a little foolishness you know after. Me lock it off, you know, see there? Me block it. Can me run it where see there? And, you know, say the sperm whale. Me lock it off and it's safe. So me I'm gonna show you say the sperm whale. You hear what it say? This after February, you know, this come. But hear what them do now. Hear the trick now. If him come up with this, when him say, hello, I need help. When him say, hello, him boy can I help, you know. Because whenever I pick him up on the radar and I do then call him name, you know. See it? She can give me a call. So when him come up with that, so him get locked out on Facebook and Messenger. Request for someone to help me receive recovery code to me. Can you do that for me, please? I run him where wicked, you know. Come on, shit. Some of got the same sperm whale this way here, them call out it name, you know. Well, I'm say, oh, yeah, oh, yes. I see man this, the big sperm whale, not the big, yeah, with it, yeah, man, tongue ever like blue. I eat that, you know. I run into a man. And then I block it. But when I block it now, it can't withdraw that, you know. Because it's black, so it's stay. I'm put it in a thing name. I'm tell you what I'm put it in. Archive. Because some of the things, you know, when I destroy things, and some can draw back and run through it and say, at the piece of nastiness. Hack him that try, yeah. Them did that try hack me. So when them hack you, when them do them take over your social media, them change them that hack it. And a bug life tell them to do it, you know. Big dirty thinking bug life. Because so them going and hack people. So you see, you can't in your messenger and tell me say you get locked out. So me tell them not that shit. You can't in a messenger and get locked out. So right away you know say it's a piece of shit. So some black him. Tell him not that shit. Yes. You understand? You know your messenger, a Facebook messenger. You know your messenger. That a part where you express and chat, you can go on your thing. And him say, Mark, if me can help him. Them send a little piece of shit here. Saying? Yes. So right away, you know, say me up as a suspect. Because I run through back things, you know. Because I have things where I just archive up and then run back through. And say the nastiness and say, okay. This was them definite plan. Because you know, say it was a hacker still, you know. And him a the hacker, a bug dirty thinking, bug life, just thinker. A them. Right? So them send a little piece of shit here. And when him come now, I feel do him foolishness. You understand? Yeah, them send him a little piece of shit and then send. So him did come for doing foolishness and things say yes. Him could have just get through now and then them gonna send me a code or something. Yeah? So me send them that. Them that take over my Facebook. Change up what them a change up and then get free. Robot gone with a page. You see me I say? Yeah. Yeah, man. So these are the things what them do. So them this son about them I do this and that. This is how them say them a trick people. Him one of them and bug life appear that them do. So like them say right, to go around they just ask him for help. You couldn't ask me, tell him for that shit. Tell them same way. What kind of shit that? You know your messenger and say lock out. Or if you lock out and you're there on your messenger, you're there on your Facebook. Piece of shit. So I'm block him, I'm gonna put it one side. See? I'm gonna just go back in the archive and dry him up. And when you look, you see match at the same piece of shit. Yes, it's sperm whale. So you see say, and from 2022 this. So you see say them did round there say, yeah, them a try them thing for man and call them say, you know, when they go put me up there, and knock them send a little piece of shit here. Say my work head. They're not a brain, you know. Eh? Because them so big and dumb and fool. Yeah? Them feel say everybody and them are the same thing. You then in your messenger, in a Facebook. Remember, you know, look here. Let me show you something. And people who know this too. I'll go on my Facebook. Show you something. Now I'll show you, let's go on my page and I'll show you something, right? This is something else. All right. Photo, video, profile. All right. I'm going to go on, see them? Story, post, photo, video. Well, let's go on my page. So, all right, show me up on my phone. Because I want to show you. Because you say, when you go on your desktop and you see a messenger come up and everything, you know. You understand? You better separate it. It's right there. See? So you see them here? You see them where you see come up now? Let me touch them now my message. That me my messenger up. You see it up 9 there, so you see it? Eh? Yeah, you see it? Alright, you see it. Alright. So let me go upon this. See? It show me followers, it show me say me have some kind well that, but show me followers. Look. Alright, see it? It show me much followers they have. Because I told 5,000 up this as friend and then it have followers when them just come to you. Let me touch this here, so. So if I make, alright, I touch my bell. See? If the message come in, you just go and you just click and go in your message. Comment if somebody send a message to you, it come up and you can't see it and you just click and go in it, you know. That's always up. You understand? Them always up. Profile. And you can see everything. Your archive, your view, everything right by your thing. Everything we can just view. Because my thing them I can just go in them, you know. Because I have all of them, you know. I have everything, you know. Yes, you have them. So you see? So when it up, let me sign out and say me lock out, messenger now go run so. So when them run out with them foolishness and say him lock out and that and them dip on them Facebook, capture them that try to capture my thing, you know. Them send him, you know. Shit them. And I mean them send to go deal with that. You understand? Yeah, man. No, I have them, you know. I have them. I have all of them, you know. Look. If you look at the flip on my phone. So you see like that, you see 700 and add there. So you see IG that you see them? Thing always come into my man. See how Skype there now. Skype there, see them there. I have them, man. I have them. See? All of them. Yeah, man. What me use? If I want to go right cross port, I just go right cross port, but I have them. See? Yes. So them said no, I say, I'm going to put him one side. And then him name now, the sperm whale, I'm take my thing and send over there, and them thing that when you dry him up by him. Yes. See? So him no easy neither, you know. Now, I saw them try to do a thing, you know, but no, hear this now. People tricky and take away a thing. We never talk about no cybercrime now. They may try to tricky and take away a thing that kind of way and then rub it. Because you don't give them, they might create something, but nobody have the time to even talk about that. If you just keep a thing, you know, clear from them, because them are just piece of shit. See? Them can't go in there like that, you know, because sometimes you get people that send you something and you go press on it and open it and wait them capture your thing, like when them capture your bank account and capture some other little things. See? Because you don't understand the thing. But we understand them. And then you have some people now, them that just make some call and talk some foolishness too. And you have to watch who I call their phone to block all them number there too. From them here, like a man like me, you know, I know have foolishness and them here, I say, Rrr. One time them scanter, then scanter away, you know. Yes. See? Keep it real. Anyway, me there, you know. Man, I'm going to eat my pickle. Eat some vegetable. Some isla greens and isla greens. Mr. Isla, see there? Isla greens. So eat some isla greens and some food, some yam and some sitting, you know. Some high time for eat some pickle. Hey, Christopher, give me a call. Yeah, give me a, right now. Yeah, later. I'm out. Bless up.